All right.
So do you have any expectations, or?
I mean, perspective change is the obvious one to go with.
Sure.
It's not like the robots were speaking gibberish languages.
No, yeah.
So
it's not
the
like in
obvious
NieR, yeah.
place to go is not the place that they're gonna go. You know. Yeah, I guess just putting the camera somewhere else.
Yeah. That's sensible.
And
Of course, the first game was like... Oh, I'll let you.
Brother, please start moving. Brother. Brother, wait a minute.
Oh, come on. Well, geez, okay.
Yeah, do it. I love their jump.
Okay, not
You got limited options.
Not- not what I expected, but
Yeah.
this is a step up.
Give my brother this. He'll move again. I need a container.
Is that even? No, that's blocked.
No, that I'll since it takes a long time to move around, I'll just tell you need a bucket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can use this.
All right. So, hearing what the enemies have to say. 101, basic bitch.
No, hang on,
shit.
you gotta fill it up too. I'm just telling you this because it
Thank
takes
you,
a
it takes a
long
while,
time
yeah,
to
that's
walk
fine,
from
that's fine.
one side to the other.
Hearing what they have to say.
We'll be okay now.
Step 1.
Yeah.
Playing as them.
It's a little further
Whole
removed.
new world.
Yeah. So the first game, of course, goes NieR, and then like the perspective, nice, and then the perspective kind of switches to like Kaine and the Shades, more or less. Where
But you don't actually take control of.
you don't take control of her, but you get to hear Tyran and the
Yes.
other Shades talking,
Yes.
and so and of course the game opens with Kaine's like prologue story.
Yes.
I kind of get the idea that maybe they wanted Kaine to be playable for the second half of that game, and
But
it just
couldn't
wasn't.
Oh my god.
But here, you know, we can actually get some different playable things going, which is nice.
Okay. Hold on, there's something going on here. Oh no. This is so sad.
Your brother's gonna die.
He's trying.
Your brother's gonna fucking die.
He's trying. Which one was my brother?
He's like
The one along the side, yeah, with the big body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He was taller.
he's his big brother.
Stacked many heads, he did. So, well, at least 2.
So of course, if he was connected to the network, it stands to reason that his personality would still be there,
Backed up,
back
yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
just like how 9S
Doesn't
backed
matter
up
how
his
much oil you
personality.
give him, little guy.
Stuff.
You can't make a machine your brother. Well, looks like it's time.
Cool. Okay. Okay.
Operator 210 to Unit 9S. Come in, 9S.
9S here. Go ahead.
The Yorha troops have commenced their descent. Disable the enemy base's defense systems immediately.
Roger that.
Not to be that guy, but I think this is a little more in line with what you were expecting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is that button? Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was expecting the exact same thing.
Huh.
Because in fights, it appeared to be the exact same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got another button, so I guess we'll have to see what that does. Okay. So
Cutscenes are replaced with these. Is that what you're going to say?
no.
Okay. 9S was last heard to say, I can't control my curiosity about machines anymore. I'm leaving so I can study them as much as I want. He was never heard from again. Okay.
Uh-huh. This happens to everyone. That is a bad ending. This happens to fucking everyone. Everyone just walks down that way because it's like, yeah, no, it's bad ending. That's like 9S ran away from his duty, basically.
Did I not listen to what she had to say?
Basically, you went in the wrong direction. I did it too. Everyone does this. It's not the right direction. And it's just really close to the beginning. Dude, everyone runs into it.
Oh, boy.
It's actually a weird one, because it's really close to the beaten path.
And there's a button right there.
Yeah. It's an odd
I got
one.
one.
So, guess where we're gonna load up?
Oh, boy. What was that G? What did it say? That was G?
That was G, yeah, exactly. You got 4. Brother needs some oil. Where was your last save?
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, it happened to me as well. I'm pretty sure it happens to most people. I didn't want to mention it because
But that's the place to get that.
I needed to see. It's the only place to get that. Yeah, none of them are like duplicates, so like you can get them here and here. They're all unique. Yeah, feel free to skip that. No worries. You're not missing anything.
Man, like, playing as this guy right now, like,
If I give my brother this,
imagine trying to fight 2B.
Yeah, right? It's a real sense of perspective. It gives you a real sense of perspective.
Imagine trying to fucking fight 2B.
Because you've got no options.
As
like,
this.
You've got this jump.
What are you
Nothing
doing?
else. You can't. You...
For what reasons
Yeah.
would you do this?
be okay now, brother.
Well, that's exactly it. I'm glad you're taking that in. 'cause-
Swing your dumb little arms in circles? Alright.
I forget, was there a button to like walk faster? Like
Nah, I don't want to risk it
recall.
now. It's too much risk.
No, it's a lot
Look
of
how
risk.
far I am
big
from the
risk.
water.
So I don't know if you... Yeah, so you caught on to like, yeah, pipes just trip you.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's just like the bushes that trip up 2B and stuff in the main area.
You know what else will trip you? A 2B laser on double pods with
Yeah.
a giant beast lord swinging at full
Yeah,
damage.
I think you can see 9S if you look around, by the way. I think he's visible somewhere. I remember someone mentioned that on like some subreddit, but maybe that person was lying. He would be up there.
He would
so I
be
guess
up
that
there.
person was not telling the truth.
Nope.
Unless he's somewhere else. I
This
don't
may
fucking
be an
know.
untruth.
He might be somewhere.
Just a little more.
God, ever since Tactics Advance, I love that word.
Brother?
An untruth.
An untruth, yeah.
Doesn't matter how much oil you give him, little guy. You can't make a machine your
Yeah,
brother.
he's right. He was not there. What's on his choker?
Well,
It's just a little thing.
looks like it's
But I
time.
don't quite know. Some trinket.
Operator 210 to Unit 9S. Come in, 9S.
9S here. Go ahead.
The
So your flight
troops
unit's
have
down
commenced
there.
Their descent. Disable the enemy base's defense systems immediately.
Roger that.
That was basically a
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's a time paradox then.
Yeah,
Right.
it is exactly. It's a good way to put it.
Yep. We must be on our way to meet the bay.
Yeah, so totally different flight sequence, and unlike the first NieR where it's like 100% do the same stuff. Oh, what was that button? That was neat. Oh. Unlike the first NieR, yeah, you actually get to do different shit as well, not just like different boss fight or whatever.
Okay, that's fun. So that was just a taste of what it was against the beauty mama
Yeah, the beauty mama. Yeah, exactly. So 9S has the ability to
to hack enemies
at all times, and
for experience, it seems.
well, it also does a lot of damage to enemies. When you successfully hack, it does
Okay.
incredible amounts of damage. So it's got like combat applications too. You can also, if you're real stylish, combo into it. So doesn't make a huge difference.
Oh, and I
but-
still have my upgrades here.
yeah. You've
And-
got all your shit and your levels. Everything carries over. So
And one must assume, well, okay, if they're not fucking, if I'm going to assume that hacking will show me cool things at times, depending on who I'm using it on.
yeah, for sure. Well, I'm sure you
You know.
remember like he used it against the songstress
Yes.
in that one fight. He used it against Eve right
so
at the
that's
end.
that's
you
what
know.
that's what we're actually. Yeah, okay.
We'll need you to take down the enemy's defense systems to give our attack squadron a chance. You have 4 targets that need to be hacked. Be advised that hostiles have been detected around each target and must be defeated before continuing.
God, that slow-mo is so good in this section. I really like this style of shmup area.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah, yeah.
actually get to freely
Control
navigate
it
with
properly.
it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Even though this game is mostly just variants on shmup, whereas the first game has like more different stuff, it's still really satisfying.
8-bit versions of every theme.
Every song. So what's really cool, Woolie, is you can buy a CD that has all the 8-bit tracks. But what's even cooler is the 8-bit tracks in this game are not like sound files. They are actually modulated in real time from the other song.
How is that even possible?
They just made a system for it that like checks like sound thresholds and converts it to this format, basically. It's like a high pass filter and low pass
I
filter
understand,
kind of
but
thing.
if you're unless we're dealing with MIDI,
It's done in real time. You don't need to destroy all those. So,
or I take damage.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that is actually filtered in real time
Holy
and not playing a
shit.
different track. So,
Because the easy way to do this is just play 2 tracks and then switch to the other one.
yeah, I mean, it's easy, it's demanding in some ways. But this is a cool way to do it for sure.
Hacking complete. Proceed to the next target.
Fuck me, that's awesome. That's unnecessarily rad.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Liam. This is the conversation we were having just before we started. This is another example of it. This is another example of games going so far, so above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah, we were talking about Naughty Dog's animations in The Last of Us 2, right?
And the
Like motion matching and
motion
stuff?
matching being
Yeah.
like no other medium has to go that hard
to do this kind of stuff.
to
yeah.
preserve your immersion.
No,
and
definitely.
all it's for is just like
Well,
make it.
if it's done correctly, you won't notice that it was there.
It's just
Like,
making your experience seamless,
Yeah.
right? Because we want to have a cinematic moment, but we want that moment to be something you can control.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, games have to do so much
To make anything happen.
and like film is something that is like it's close because it requires a lot of effort,
Yeah.
but it's nowhere near the level of effort that like
Or
games
the complexity
at a
anyway,
AAA
yeah.
level are like need to fucking master.
Yeah.
And
Well, the amount of disciplines required and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, it's crazy hard to make a big Hollywood film, but
yeah,
like,
but any Incredibles 2 or Wreck-It Ralph's or like, Tangled or Frozen or
Hacking complete.
Sure.
2 targets remain.
is a lot of work, but nowhere near the level that you're seeing when you're getting into like what you just described again, like motion matching and like layering instruments like this so that at any time your control can make the seamless experience feel good. Like nothing else has to do that, and the end result is so much less recognition, so much less like profitability.
so in summary, everyone should just make movies.
It just sucks, and nowhere near the level of people will see or experience any of that.
No, of course not. Even huge successes. I mean, like, at the high end, like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, sure, but like,
A fraction of
nothing
the
else.
audience
Exactly.
that a movie will get,
Yeah.
or any other medium for that matter. You know, I mean, books are kind of going away.
I mean, they're doing fine for themselves. So yeah, look at how much damage this shit
Yeah.
does when you kill him. Like, damn,
Yep.
almost 100% of his life.
Worth it.
So
Don't even bother
in
fighting.
a lot of instances, it's faster to hack enemies than just shoot them like this.
I was expecting a more complex game for a complex enemy, but it seems like that's
Nope.
not the case.
Well, there are more layouts.
Types. Yeah, of course.
So
No, like it's the beginning of this playthrough. Like it's
Yeah.
you know
It's gonna
it's
start
introducing
simple.
this thing.
yeah.
But that's it, man. I'm just getting a little bit like, oh god, the level of every time I hear about like how much juice goes into letting your free like
Task
movement
complete.
feel
One
smooth.
target remains.
Man, this is a real pain.
Yeah, it's nuts,
May I
man.
remind you that personal chatter during operations is restricted?
Fine.
Damn, can't I get a break.
Shut him down.
Everybody does.
So his operator is kind of a foil to
Yeah,
2B's
sure
operator.
is.
Yeah.
Sure is. It's almost like they're not made for each other.
It's almost like they got flipped or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. They're great, the operators, though.
It's like, let's assign these androids on their missions according to the Manzen comedy duo like rule.
That principle, yeah. Totally. It's true, that's exactly what
Get
it
a
is.
giant paper fan and slap you on the stomach with it. What's with the Sosaka bed? What's going on here?
The androids are just big into it. It's just their style. Don't forget your missiles, by the way. They're crazy strong.
I forgot about my missiles.
It's okay. Hacking's really cool. So the purple bullets you can shoot through, and I believe the oranges are the ones that you have to avoid. I don't think there's anything you can do to counter them.
You know, anyway, it's just like going back to the days of Mario 2 where you pause it and the bass stays intact while the song keeps going.
Everything else goes, yeah.
Yeah, like the level of mastery required when your experience is not
Hacking of enemy defense system complete. Our attack squadron can now infiltrate the base. You are to continue providing support by whatever means available.
when it's not fully guided, you know, when you can't tell when that person's going to pause it.
Supporting a variety of options and play styles and choices.
How far can I shoot from? Very far.
Very far.
Very far.
Yeah. No, you almost never have to worry about that.
Oh, they gave me more experience in the end when it blew up. So you get experience for hacking, and then you get more experience for the kill.
Yes. Not like a crazy amount, but yeah.
That should make bosses interesting.
Yorha has entered the base. However, there is only one unit remaining.
Oh,
Oof, must have been rough out there.
The enemy's defensive weapon is making things more difficult than we estimated.
I actually have the pod. Fucking fuck!
Yeah,
Shit.
you got the other
Damn,
pod stuff.
son, what?
No, you got options. It's like they thought it through.
It's almost
like someone was paid to sit down and design it. Almost. I just got a feeling, you know? Yeah, slam those missiles.
But the camera perspective determines
It determines the
which
missile,
type
yeah.
of missile I get.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I not ready? Oh, there we go.
You're good.
Oh man, that's great.
9S's moveset's kind of neat. A lot of people don't like it, but there's some hidden depth to it.
I have to see him on foot.
Exactly.
Get a load of that thing. Firing missiles.
Oh, he didn't even see her. Okay. He just fucking went for it.
Fuck this machine.
She'll figure
I hate
it out.
machines. I'm 9S. I hate machines so much.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man. You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh. Well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Cool. Cool. Time Crisis Go.
Yeah, so of course, a lot of the game they were together. but
And whenever
all the
they
bits
split
they
up,
were-
we
yeah.
get some new shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that means the entire end of the game is going to be a fucking trip.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Instantly
So-
understood.
Ma'am?
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
Oh, if I get to spend more time in my flight unit, that's all
That's
I need.
fine. Yeah.
That's all I need.
You know,
That's
ma'am,
good.
I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that, I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right, then. To be it is.
Can I call you Tubes?
No, don't do that.
Tubes for short?
Some people, as a joke, spell it Tooby.
Oh, yeah.
2B.
2B. Yeah, it's stupid. Well, because nines and tubes,
Yeah.
right?
You say so. So these are the exact same radio conversations you would get, just, perspective
Yes.
reversed. The standard stuff. So, as you were saying a second ago, pretty much how it plays out is like when they're split, you get really different stuff, but you are together a lot of the time. And I guess just to give you a bit of a perspective on where people struggle with the game, some people struggle on this portion of the game.
Schmupping?
Sorry, not specifically
2B?
this, but the 2B, the 9S,
9S, right?
play,
Nice. Yeah?
because they're like,
This
oh,
place
I'm doing
sure
the
is
same
big.
bosses, I'm
I
doing the
guess
same
humans
this,
use
I
it
should
as
just
a
put the
weapons
game down,
factory.
you know?
Now it's just
And it's a
crawling
shame.
with machines.
One second.
The enemy
Yeah, no
seems
worries.
to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
And it's a shame, because, there's obviously stuff to be seen,
Yeah.
but if you're a guy who doesn't have a lot of time like Matt,
Accessing random,
it's time to drop it.
data from the old one. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Yeah, we know that's bullshit. No, it's what can you say, right? People make their decisions.
Yeah.
You sleep in the bed you make.
Yeah, no, exactly, it's fine. Not gonna hate on anyone who didn't,
No.
but
It's kind of reminding me a bit of a discussion that's happening a lot these days. Is a lot of folks are asking about getting into the Devil May Cry series because of 5's trailer.
Yeah.
And that discussion is very heated on the Twitter. And what
I
I'm
have two guesses.
there's usually hey, how do I get into the series, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's the different version of that.
Surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
The different version of that is,
Is that?
You mean the birds?
can I just get into
There's more plants
DMC
and
Devil
animals
May
here
Cry
than there used to be.
and ignore the rest?
Probably because the environment's
And
changed.
the answer is a very loud and resounding no.
No. Game's fine, it's just not, it's not gonna follow into it at all, yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it depends on, it depends on what you mean by get in,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But
Even they get bad intel from time to time. huh?
Like, if you want to catch up on story, yeah, you're gonna have to play through
I wouldn't bet on that.
all of them.
and if you want to see the stuff that people fell in love with,
Yeah.
then you're going to need to go through, the first 1, 3, 4, and that's
Why'd you leave out 2, Wooly? I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for anyone who's gonna say why you left out 2.
because 2's bad.
And it's not by the same people.
and you don't miss anything when you
It's like it's the Drakengard 2 of Devil May Cry.
We have
yeah.
to help her.
It's
Let's go.
fine to miss out on it.
So
And then there's people who are asking should I play them in
chronological order, and it's like,
release?
why? That's
my
always
God.
a bad idea. I don't like. I understand that apparently Yakuza is the only series on the planet where
We're starting with
you can
zeros.
start with 0.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
they made it so that it's as intended, where you can start that way.
What's your
But
status?
everything
This
else
is the target. I'm going
is
to destroy
like
it.
Devil May Cry, Metal Gear, just not even once start in chronological
you do
order.
it in the order that they made them in, because the reveals of things are based on you knowing
Yeah.
those things already.
Yeah.
Right? When they have a big zoom in on Raikov's face in Metal Gear Solid 3, it's because you know who Raiden is.
As someone who's only finished Yakuza 0 and none of the other ones, you can hack it.
I'm certainly trying to.
Oh, okay. As someone who's only done Yakuza 0 and none of the other ones, at no point
that's
did it
way
ever
simple.
feel like they were dropping like spoilers for earlier games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just felt like I was learning the story of this game.
Okay, each part is its
Yeah,
own
yeah.
hack, even though it's super basic.
Yeah. You still got a bunch of
Damn.
damage in. And
He definitely fights differently. That much is clear. Yeah. So anyway, so like that's the thing is I guess like, you know, in our talk and all our talk about DMC Devil May Cry, I guess we didn't like it was just not repeated often enough that no, this is not really part of that series.
no, it's
And,
its own thing. Yeah.
And the other bit too is, of course, is like, you know, when you're like, I don't have a lot of time, I want to get ready for 5, but I don't want to,
Yeah.
like, waste as I want to spend as much little time as possible getting caught up. Then, oh wait, is there another hack point behind him? No, okay. All right. Then it would be, you know, nice to be able to just go, oh yeah, play this one game and you're good. But it's just not the case, you know.
No, you got stuff to catch up on. Fortunately, you can get them all nowadays.
Yeah, and usually,
But
in many cases, you jump on Wikipedia, you see what came out. Oh yeah, this juggling moment, right?
and then just play them in order. Yeah. No, don't
Re-releases,
fuck with that.
to be fair, re-releases sometimes are bad.
What do you mean, like a bad version?
A
of
bad
something?
port of
like
something
Silent
old,
Hill 2
exactly,
and 3 on PS3,
which
yeah.
you wouldn't know unless someone explained.
Yeah.
So that's a fair thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, cool.
It's really cool. It's such a cool thing.
My audio's down. Okay.
So this is the inside of
Visuals are
9S
back up. Yeah.
versus when you were hacking into the machines. That was you literally going into.
Yes.
Really fun.
That
really good stuff.
That is awesome. Huh?
Voice functionality recovered. External sound input confirmed.
Like, Tubi was just going through a menu. She didn't need to.
Do you need to do this? Yeah.
I have to repair him.
So of course he's a different class of
Pod,
machine.
get me
Yes,
Staunch
scanner
and
type,
logic
so.
virus vaccines. Then access the.
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair in
Shut up!
current...
Just do what I say.
To be. Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
All right.
Like, I'm trying to dissect how much of 2B is, like, tsundere according to her own personality versus according to protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Sun Accords of command have indicated that emotions are prohibited and that's unnecessary and all these things, but she emotes hard.
Oh
and
yeah,
fast
when
all
she
the
goes
time
in, yeah, absolutely.
when shit gets bad.
I'm sure you'll.
Oh,
How many playable?
Oh my God!
How many playable characters you want?
that's
Like,
cool.
it's so good. The pods are so good.
That's fucking cool.
It's really neat how you get to move around too. You're not just locked there.
Yeah, and I'm 9S's
Still can
pod,
use the
so I can
hacking
still
with
hack.
9S. Yeah, it's great.
Super unexpected.
It's fun. This little defense section, really
Uh-oh.
cute. Yeah, enemies still do damage like as normally to him, so it's not like the end of the world if one of them hits him. It's not like
Yeah.
instant death if they make it past a line or something.
Yeah, but I don't have my beam right now.
Yeah. But you've got the other one, right, with the missiles, which is not really
I've
useful
got the
here,
missiles, but I don't have the
yeah,
secondary
those
attacks.
are
No, it's way too weak.
garbage right
Yeah,
now.
it's super garbage. In fact, it's kind of garbage most of the time, right? In this
they're only really good when you don't want to aim and you're just walking around, or when the camera's like really zoomed out or something.
Yeah.
Generally, I find the lasers better for doing damage to anything, but you can't like turn your brain off as hard for those ones. You kind of have to aim them or else they're worthless.
Yeah. I like how I can like attempt to hack, and if I kill it before that happens, then
Yeah, it
just
just kills
like-
it. Yeah.
and this is worth it because time stops as well. So it's like you just kind of get it done.
Total net benefit. And you see they explode too when they die.
Yeah.
So get a little AoE on that. I think that's the first time we really get to see that up close. You see how fast it can go too. Once
Absolutely.
you know what's up.
No, you just minimize the problem like massively.
What are they supposed to do against this kind of shit? The machines? Like, how are they supposed to fight this? Right?
Oh, it's not the one I wanted, but
Yeah, I that happens a lot. So it's like time stops, so it's fine. But
Enemy units.
2B. I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in.
how far can you go? I actually don't know.
I guess just this grid.
Probably just to that. Yeah. So this is that bit where he hacks that.
Yep. That's what he did.
2B. The control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
I'm trying to remember how it went down, but like, yeah, he did do stuff.
Yeah, no, there's all these little explosions happening.
Yeah.
And you kind of assume it's 2B doing it. And then she snatches the arm.
Oh my god. The 8-bit version.
It's so smooth how it switches.
Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
Sorry, did you say they were on the soundtrack?
You can buy a CD of them and you can download them all or whatever, but
Continuing support.
in the game they're not like WoW
Available.
files or
Okay.
anything.
But
Yeah.
but every single track put through that filter.
I believe every single track, yeah. Truth be told, I haven't tried to listen to every single one
Upload
with
2B's
that, so
memory
maybe, I don't know,
data
maybe there's one missing, but I doubt it.
Memory data for unit
fucking
9S has
crazy.
not
It
yet been
is.
updated.
That could be used on anything. In
Upload
theory.
2B's data first.
Affirmative.
Unless it's
So this is
Unless
exactly
it's-
what he chatted about, by the way,
Yeah.
uploading 2B's data first instead
exactly,
of his.
exactly, yeah. Unless it's find and replace, right? Unless it's kind of like, okay, unless it's basically the same thing that a MIDI file does, you know, where you're just kind of like telling every track as it plays to replace the instruments with this.
Yeah, no,
you
this
know.
this is done with a pass filter. Like you can read up about it. Actually, they wrote a thing about it on
Okay.
their, because they often write things on their blog. But like, how did I do this shit? And this is one of the ones that I found really interesting.
Because a sound bank is very interchangeable when you're programming music,
Yeah,
and
that requires your song to be like playing in real, or like, you know, actually being played
instrumental,
in
in real time. Yes,
which
it
is
does.
like the most wildly ineffective thing.
It is not a effective use of your fucking processing power, like
Die already!
for sure. And I mean, the Killer Instinct way is also like complex and interesting with how the fight progresses and changes as you go. Fucking video games, man.
No, video games are crazy.
Talk about bringing the battle to them. 2B.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Cheers.
Yeah, clink clink.
Yeah, he uploads her shit first. That's the...
Destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
That's very
Request accepted.
telling.
Doobie, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
You know, thinking about how those things are just a bunch of stubbies, it just makes it...
The big machines.
Yeah, it just makes it even like, oh
Yeah.
man.
I don't know if those ones are stubbies, but
They're piloted by a bunch of stubbies.
they might be. I mean,
We know
You-
stubbies are the atoms of the fucking universe.
Looks like it's time to help Doobie.
like
get
there
herself
might be
set up.
one, but I
She's
think it's its
probably
own
waiting in her
thing.
room now.
I can take a break right here.
Yeah. No.
And this is right where you go meet her.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or just buy shit right here.
Yeah. Same store as
Basic
2B's
store.
But you keep all your shit, so no.
Where's my save box?
There's a couple.
Or can I just do this? Yes, I can. By self-destructing the bunker, the entire structure ended up exploding in a spectacular fashion. But hey, it sure did look pretty from Earth. Somewhere in the depths of space, the commander still floats about with a stern look on her face.
You fucked it up. You fucked everything up.
Ending you.
Yeah.
Debunked.
It's like the big disaster ending.
Oh man. Well, they didn't waste time on like artwork or a cutscene for that, so...
No, none of them have anything. but
Okay.
People have drawn fan art of some of them, especially the fish one. There's a bunch of fan art of like them chowing down on mackerel.
It feels like it feels like at least a sketch, you know? At least a sketch
You
wouldn't
want
be bad.
something there? Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad.
No, I getcha.